So you're thinking about buying a condo on Florida's Emerald Coast? Before you fall for the view, you need to hear this. You need to know what's happening behind the walls and in the HOA's bank account. Hey, it's Mark here with the Heller Group, brokered by eXp Realty. My team and I have you covered here along the beautiful Florida Panhandle from Pensacola all the way through Panama City, where our team has been fortunate enough to serve over 1,350 families in the past 10 years alone. Today, I'm diving into something most buyers overlook until it's too late: HOA fees, condo regulations, and the major changes happening in the 2025 real estate market that could dramatically affect your wallet and your peace of mind. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, what's happening right now with condo associations and HOA laws in Florida is something that you need to understand before you close on a coastal property. Let's start with the basics. Homeowners Association, otherwise known as HOA, it is the group that manages your neighborhood or condo community. They're responsible for maintaining shared space, enforcing rules, managing the budget, and collecting dues. In exchange, you pay a monthly, quarterly, or annual fee. That fee typically covers things like landscaping, trash, pool maintenance, security gates, pest control, or even building insurance in the case of condos. In most single-family neighborhoods, HOA fees might be under $100, but in a condo, especially along the coast, that fee can range from $300 to thousands per month or quarterly, and that's before we even talk about special assessments. If you're buying a condo that HOA isn't optional, you're legally part of a shared ownership structure, which means you share responsibility for that building itself. You don't just own your unit, you own a percentage of the roof, the exterior walls, the foundation, the parking lot, the elevators, and every other shared component. And that's where things get serious. On June 24th, 2021, a 12-story condo in Surfside, Florida, partially collapsed in the middle of the night, killing 98 people. This tragedy was caused by years of ignored maintenance issues, water damage, and financial struggles with the HOA. Residents knew repairs were needed. In fact, a $15 million special assessment had been approved, but some units were already showing signs of structural failure. Sadly, it was too late. The Surfside collapse changed everything. It shocked the state and the country and the entire real estate world. And it exposed a huge issue. Thousands of older condo buildings across Florida, many of them oceanfront, were deferring maintenance because the HOA didn't have enough money saved and owners didn't want higher dues. In response, Florida lawmakers passed strict new condo laws in 2022 with major enforcement deadlines hitting in 24 and 25. These rules are changing how condos are inspected, funded, and maintained. First, any condo building 3 stories or taller that is 30 years or older must now complete a milestone structure inspection if the building is within 3 miles of the coast, which includes almost everything from Destin to 30A. That inspection must happen at 25 years instead. And this isn't just a visual check. It's an engineering report with mandatory repairs if issues are found. Second, buildings must complete a reserve study to calculate how much money is needed to fix and replace key structural components: roofs, foundation, plumbing, electrical, and more. Once that study is complete, HOAs are now required by law to start collecting that money from its owners. Before these laws, owners could go vote to waive the reserves to keep the fees lower. That's now illegal. Florida doesn't want another Surfside tragedy, and rightfully so. So, what does this mean for you, the buyer? It means condo fees are going up. Not everywhere, but in many cases, especially on older buildings that didn't have the solid reserve plan, we're seeing buildings whose special assessments impact one-time charges anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 per unit, depending on what repairs are needed and how behind they are. So if you're looking at a condo that seems like a great deal, ask why the price is lower. Is there an upcoming inspection? A structural issue? Looming assessment? And even if the building looks beautiful, that doesn't mean it's financially stable. That's why you need to review the HOA financials, recent meeting minutes, and reserve study. If they can't show you a clear budget with the funds set aside for future repairs, you could be walking into a real life money pit. Insurance is another major factor for condo buyers along the Gulf. Building insurance and flood insurance are often paid for through the HOA. As rates rise across Florida, so do HOA fees. And if the building's policy isn't renewed or is underfunded, the cost gets passed directly to you, the owner. So how do you protect yourself? Work with a local experienced realtor who understands what to look for. My team and I help our clients find out exactly what the HOA fee covers, review reserve studies and inspection reports, identify upcoming assessments or maintenance projects, understand what's required under Florida's new laws, factor HOA costs into our loan pre-approval and long-term budget. This isn't about scaring you, it's about educating you and making sure that you're buying with your eyes wide open. The reality is, many well-run condo buildings are safe, stable, and great places to live. But they are also the ones with realistic HOA fees, active maintenance, and well-funded reserves. In today's market, those are the buildings that will hold their value and give you peace of mind as a homeowner. So before you fall in love with that Gulf view or rooftop pool, make sure you also love what's behind the walls and in the financial statements. If you're looking at condos or homes here along the Emerald Coast and want help finding the right community with no ugly surprises, reach out to me directly. I'll help make sense of all the numbers, the rules, and the reality of buying in today's coastal Florida market. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. If you found this helpful, hit the like and subscribe button